Hello and welcome to Star Tarot. I'm an intuitive tarot card reader and this reading is for Aries for February 2021, focusing on love, money and career. So the first column here, we're going to be focusing on love and relationships. So just placing that in whatever area of your life fits for you. So with love and relationships, it could be with a significant other, a romantic partner, could be with family member, or it could be even relationship with yourself. So it's really about looking at love and relationships in this column. This column here is looking at money, and then this column here is looking at career and projects. So if you're not in a career, you know, the projects that you're working on, so what you're passionate about. So there are messages, quite a few messages coming through with this reading, which also cross over as well. So we're going to start, we'll start on this column here, which is the, oh, by the way, it is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So just take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. So just really take what works for you and what resonates with you. And the decks I'm using, I'll put in the description box below. Okay, let's begin. So this column here, the love column, there's a very strong message coming through with a love relationship that goes across the cards. And it really starts with here, which is the 10 of Swords. And the swords representing the air signs of the zodiac and the 10 representing completion. And as you can see, it's quite a sort of savage looking card. But really the message that's coming through is that there's actually an end of hurt and pain and conflict in a relationship, especially if there's been some sort of quite harsh words, poor communication, and just sort of low energy vibes happening. There is a completion of that. And what the message is coming through, that you're actually going to be victorious in moving through that energy. Because that then takes us up to the 6 of Rods, which is the 6 of Wands. And the 6 of Wands, the Wands represents the fire signs of the zodiac. So it's really about the passion and the action and moving forward. And the 6 is a victorious card. So he's riding his horse in victory. So there's a real sense of victory, and there's also a real message that's coming through, and I'll talk about this a bit later on in the reading, about liberating yourself, especially in a relationship, but not only liberating yourself, liberating your partner. So I feel that if you are in an established relationship, be it with a romantic person, you know, romantic relationship, a significant other, or however you want to place it, but there's a significant relationship dynamic happening here, and it's breaking through old habits and old ways of communicating and old ways of being, and it's being transformed, and you're being victorious in that, which is a wonderful energy to be in February. If this resonates with you, it's a really gorgeous energy in around relationships and love. So then we move on to the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is a beautiful card. It's representing the water signs of the zodiac, and the king is a court card, and he's worked through all the minor arcanas, and he's become a mastery of his own emotional world. So he's come into his own sort of element of being able to control his emotions, which is a really challenging thing to do as a human being. So to be a King of Cups, it is wonderful. And I really feel that this is a message coming through from universe, from spirit, to really encourage you to work on your emotional sort of containment and being a master of your own emotional world, so you can sort of stand strong in relationships. But also I think it's also about the other person's doing that as well. So I think if you are in a relationship, I feel that you're both working on that. So wonderful energy. And I have to say, when I was dealing the cards, the card that came up next to this card here, which is actually in this column related to money, in the shuffle, it was really strong energy that it was actually related to this card here. And I thought, oh, I'll take note of what this card is, because there's a message coming through. And I feel that the message coming through related to your love and relationships is that there is a new beginning. There is this fall energy. And I feel that you're liberating yourself and also freeing yourself from old habits, old beliefs, old ways of being in a relationship. And hopefully if you're in a relationship, your partner's doing that too. And I do get this strong energy that your partner is doing that. However, you know, if you're single and you're not in an energy, maybe it's just liberating yourself from your own sort of negative self-talk or inner critic or restrictions that you put on yourself. So if you, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but if you look at this full card, she's bound with this red ribbon here, and she's about to leap off the cliff. So I really feel the red ribbons sort of bind you, but they also support you. So see how these birds are holding the ribbons. I feel that when you leap, you're going to be supported. So hopefully you're going to be supported by spirit, by universe, but also being supported by the other person in the relationship, whoever that may be to you. So beautiful energy. So I have also pulled a card as confirmation, final message from universe for each column, and they're off camera. So I'm just going to bring that card in. And the card that I pulled for you for this love one, I might just hold it up so you can see the image. Hopefully you can see that there, which is a beautiful card. These are Rumi confirmation cards. And I'll just read out the message on here. It says, looking at my life, I see that only love has been my sole companion. From deep inside, my soul cries out, do not wait, surrender for the sake of love. So I feel that the message in here in relationship to a love relationship, and I'm just going to place that there, is being able to surrender yourself here, like the fall energy, surrender yourself from things that are not serving you, and really getting in touch with that energy of love rather than the energy of doubt or fear or anger or rage. Really sort of tapping into love to allow you to either be in this relationship and turn that relationship into a very beautiful, harmonious relationship that's going to serve you and serve the other person too, or free yourself. You know, it could be freeing yourself from the relationship. That could be, you know, everybody's, how they read these, how they interpret these readings, that's really fits for your life, so, and how it fits for you. So there could be an energy of releasing your own self and surrendering to self-love, and, you know, allowing yourself to feel that freedom or self-love and not being bound to somebody else. And especially if that relationship is you know, not, it's a toxic relationship, or not even toxic, it's just not really serving your highest good. So beautiful reading there for the love column. So now we're going to move on to money. And I feel that in February, if you resonate with this reading, money is, you're going to be actually celebrating what you've already sort of achieved in money. So I feel that looking at this first card here, it's the Three of Cups, and the cups represents the water signs of the zodiac. And 3 is about collaboration and celebration in the Three of Cups, and coming together and really celebrate. So if you have your own business, or, you know, you're celebrating with your co-workers or your employees, and there's a real sense of, you know, you've done some work and you're celebrating, and you're having a time in February where you can just enjoy without too much of the pressure of the financial gain that you need to make in your life, or financial issues. So I feel that money situation in February for you lovely Aries is, it's going to be, there's not going to be too much worries or concerns. And you've got another 3. So you've got the 3 of rods, and the 3 of rods is the same as the 3 of wands. And that again is the person has done the work and really waiting for the ships to come in. So you have options. So I mean, it's early days, it is a 3, but I do feel that the energy around your money life, it's okay. You know, you haven't really got any sort of major concerns, and there's a sense of optimism as well. You know, you're coming together, you're celebrating, you're waiting, you're looking at the future ahead. I really feel that also I feel that this boat is coming in, another message that's coming in. This boat is coming in for this person. And I feel this person's going to step on the boat. I haven't really had that feeling with this card before. But there's an energy that this person is waiting for this boat to arrive. So maybe you're going to be moving in relationship to your money. I mean, that could be moving your mortgage over to a different bank so you get a better deal. I don't know, but I just feel there's a sense of moving forward, and it's going to be to your benefit. Yeah, so I'm not really quite sure, but there's definitely a sense of moving. So however, if that fits with you, please place that in the part of the life that fits with you. And again, coming up to the Fool card, which I really feel is very closely related to this energy here with your love card. But I think it also plays out in your money life as well in February, that there is a sense of celebration, like she's looking very free and easy, and there's not much worrying. So that's wonderful, because I mean, we've all been challenging times in 2020. So if you do resonate with this and you do feel a sense of ease, that's beautiful, and I hope you do. However, it is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So the card that came in as a final message, again, was interesting because it was a soulmate card, and a soulmate card for a money column. You don't really connect soulmates to money, but in relationship to your money, I do feel there's a real kind of sense of happiness and union and feeling content in your money life. So I feel that's the message coming through. But again, as these messages cross over, they're not just for each individual column. They can't, they all read together. You know, as we travel through our life, we don't have our sort of work life and our family life and our love life. They don't often are separate in very different compartments. You know, they cross over each other. So the message, again, I feel if any whoever resonates with the message about the moving on, liberating yourself in your love life, I really feel there is a huge potential of a soulmate relationship. So that could be one stepping in, a new one, you know, a brand new one, that you're walking away from one that's not serving you, and you're walking into the potential of a soulmate connection. Or it could be that it could actually be that you've done the work in that connection and you're both healed. So you're both actually, you know, traveled through the challenges. Because having a soulmates aren't necessarily an easy path to have. You know, it's somebody coming in to move you along on your soul path. And that journey, it's not necessarily all full of roses and chocolate. So I feel that could be one message, that you are coming to a completion, and you learn a lot of lessons through a relationship. That relationship may still continue and be your soulmate relationship, or you may be moving on to a new one. So however that resonates. So then I'll just pop that card back, and I'll pop that one back too. And then we move on to your career and projects. So I always say career and projects because not everybody's in the stage of their life when they're looking at their career, so they may be working on projects. So whatever area of your life this fits, but it's really about your passion and where you want to go in your career or your projects. That's this column. And again, it's a beautiful energy. So we start here with the Page of Cups, and the cups again, water signs. You've got a number of water signs here, and you've got a fairly even, actually, contribution of the different elements, which is nice: water, fire, earth, and air. So with the Page of Cups, it's really a beautiful new offering. So with the pages, it's often a message. So it could be a message coming in about your career. And it's going to be something that's young and fresh, because the page it's the first card of the court card. So it's a young energy. But it's a beautiful energy. You know, it's something that's going to potentially fulfill you emotionally. So something happening within your career and in your projects that you're working on, that's a new energy that's coming in through a message, and it's going to be something that's going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So there is a great potential. It is a young energy, so being a page, but there is definitely a potential there. And then you've got the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles, it's really sort of about putting your head down and getting on with the work. So I do feel that you are working quite hard on your career and your projects, and you're doing the work, which is great. He's mastering his craft, he's working hard, he's being diligent, he's making his dreams and his ambitions and everything he wants to do, he's putting them into action. So he's actually grounded them, bringing them to the material world, which is really beautiful. And the other thing that really just stood out for me in this card is this: he's sitting on this table, and it reminds me of the magician. So the magician in the often has a table or an altar with all of his tools on, ready to manifest, where I feel he's sitting on the altar or the table doing the work. He's bringing it to the earthly realm, and he's doing the hard work. So I think in February, Aries, you are working hard on your projects, and they are going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. And then we're going on to the card here, which is the Seven of Swords. And I'm going to hold this card up because these illustrations are absolutely divine. So hopefully, let's see if I can get that without a glare. And so what I see in this card, there's a sense with the Seven of Swords, it's the air signs of the zodiac, and it can be a bit of a tricky card. So it can be, it can be strategizing, and there is an element of that in this reading, that you are sort of planning and organizing things in your career life. So I'm just trying to find the words that I'm trying to say. So organising yourself in your career life. But there's also a sense of the Six of Wands in this, being defensive and needing to protect yourself. And the message that's coming through is that whatever you're working on, you may need to be a little bit guarded and a little bit sort of protective of it at this point in time in February. Maybe it's not ready to be launched into the world. So like if you're working on a blog or even a YouTube channel or a book or a new line of fashion design or whatever sort of things that you're working on, whatever projects you're working on, I feel there's a need to protect it. So the message that's coming through is that this energy up here is protecting this person to get on to do the work, because this is really like, let's do the example of the fashion design. Say you've designed a whole range of fashion design and you want to launch it into the world and allow that design to be successful. This is you at the sewing machine, and this is you doing all the work. This is behind the scenes and mastering your craft and putting the samples together, making sure everything's right before you launch it. And I feel the energy, and I feel this is a message from Universal Spirit to say, protect that energy, make sure things don't leak out too early, because you need to make sure that you've got it how you want it before the world sees it. That's the message that's coming through for that, however, whatever that means to you. Okay, so the card that came in for this is the Liberator. And what I asked Universe when I was doing the shuffle was an actual question, and the question was, please can you give me the archetype that Aries needs to embody to be successful in their career? And what you got was the Liberator. And I'm just going to read out the message, and it says, freeing yourself and others from outmoded beliefs, releasing negative thought patterns. And one message is definitely, this is so related to your love life. So, as I said, the message is crossover. This is definitely about the liberation that you're experiencing in your love life. But I think it's also related to your career. And I feel that in the future, you are going to be liberated from this energy here of working hard and needing to feel protected and kind of keeping it as a closed shop. I feel that you are going to be launching yourself, whatever your career is, whatever your whatever your projects are. You will be launching yourself after February. I feel you're going to be moving forward and really sort of see how this woman is holding this torch. I feel that's like the Ace of Wands, and you're offering your passionate pursuits to the world. However, in February, you're doing all the work behind the scenes. So I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please subscribe. Please press like. It's awesome when I get likes because it sort of lets me know that people are resonating with the readings. If it doesn't resonate with you, you don't have to press dislike. Just go to another channel. No, I'm only joking. It's up to you. So, yeah, I'll see you next time and take care.